Hail, traveler. Do you need some help there? You're looking a bit lost. I know the area well if you need directions. If you're on the way to the royal palace for His Highness's birthday celebration, this road will take you there in no time. What other highness is there? Though I wouldn't be surprised if he has anyone with greater claim to the throne locked away until he's been crowned king, but you didn't hear that from me. Oh, you must be very lost then. How you could have stumbled out of your own country into this one without being stopped at the border is beyond me. Several, for that matter. It's a long ways away before you find a country without a king. Strange. Do you remember anything before you lost consciousness? I see. It could be you were smuggled in without your knowing. Certainly, I believe you. I've got a good eye for swindlers and pickpocketers alike, but the Castletown guards might not be so friendly, and they'll surely kick you right out of Grand Vodden once they find out you haven't got your entry papers. Yeah, hard to believe you're all the way out of Grand Vodden, huh? Must be pretty far from home. You better not let the king hear you say that. And I promise you, Grand Vodden will be all the more real to you once it goes to war with your country. No offense, but I hope you're getting your education from the history books instead of fairy tales. I can't imagine the sort of upbringing you must have had if you aren't sure what places are real or fake. Maybe getting knocked out messed you up more than you realized. How about you sit down for a second and try to get your bearings straight? Want me to get you a drink? It might help calm your nerves. Hey, come now. I promise you're gonna be fine. I was just messing with you earlier about getting kicked out. I'll sort things out so you don't, alright? Okay, I didn't exactly plan for this, but if you're not having a good time this early on, I might as well drop the act before you start losing it for real. Hold on a sec. Do you at least remember me? Alright, that answers one question. Memory potions need to be a lot more potent. I didn't want to make you forget everything, especially since it doesn't discriminate what kinds of memories you lose, but I guess we live and learn. I'd have brought you into this world without one. But I figured stuff like this would happen, and you'd start spouting things about the real world to the characters, and then I'd have to bend over backwards to make the story work. I assume you'd prefer the story to play out as it originally did, right? So, I wanted to give you an opportunity to experience it for yourself. Yeah, making sure I could even bring us into the book properly took twice or 3 times as long as it did writing it. But I wanted to put as much care into the magic as I did the story. Everything had to feel real. I wanted you to be the first to experience it too. With all of the nice things you've said about my writing, I really want to hear what you think about this. I put even more of my time and effort into the spell, so I want you to enjoy it twice as much as you did when you read the book. Yeah, this world is yours to explore and experience the story at your own leisure. Hopefully that introduction didn't turn you off to it. Oh, don't worry. None of the other characters will cause you any trouble. I control all of them anyway. Well, the story beats still play out the same, but you'll still get to marry the king in the end. Did you seriously think I would let you play out your fantasy of taming him, then dragging him down to the dungeon to... It's not my fault you're a degenerate. At least, own up to it, will you? Did you ever think you'd actually be able to live out the life of one half of your favorite pairing? Well, do you? I promise it'll end up exactly how you want it to. I mean, yeah, I control all the characters, so of course I'll be a part of it. And does it really matter in the end, when they're all just extensions of me? The story goes the way I intended to. Every character acts and thinks what I want them to. So in a way, they're me. They have to be to capture realism. They wouldn't be so real if they didn't think or act the way I do. It's not always obvious, but writing has always been an outlet for all of my thoughts. And that includes stuff I don't talk about much, so my characters sort of do the talking for me. I'm not saying that means you like me, but I do like you, though. Most people don't get as invested in my stories as you do. So when you did, that meant a lot to me. It's honestly flattering hearing you gush about all the characters and their narrative, and I think a lot of people wish their readers would draw their characters from them and write their own stories based on the setting. Seriously, you gave me the biggest ego boost of my life. Being impressed by magic isn't really the same. Magic comes naturally to me, and I'm not even the best out there. When it comes to potions and charms, at least. Yeah, so whatever complaints I get about my power feeling kind of hollow, it's just something I was born with. It's not a talent. I haven't cultivated it as much as I have with my writing. That's why I worked myself to the bone to make this world a real one. I don't know. Maybe I wanted you to stroke my ego even more. You actually get to fall in love with the king without any doubt that he'll love you in return. Since he's a part of me, then yes, I know he will. You know, I don't know if it's worth pretending like it won't be me at the end of the day. But maybe that'll be okay once you actually get to experience the story the way you want to play it out. Please stay, and at least check it out for yourself. I put so much work into this, and I know you. You'll enjoy it even more than you did the book. It's more of a formality to ask you, but obviously I'm not sending you back after all it took to get you here. I want to have my fun too. I don't recommend running around and causing yourself trouble. This world is just as vast and real as the real world. You can't leave it so easily. If anything, you're just going to tire me out before I can stop any guards or monsters from attacking you. And remember, all the characters and creatures do exactly what I want them to. So, if I'm in a bad mood, they will be too. So you'd best play out the story as it was intended. It's better for the both of us, frankly. Well, either way, you'll be getting exactly what you ask for. We can skip to the fun part, if you'd like. Why wait for your king? Come now, tame me like you said you always dreamed of doing. It will always be me, no matter how you look at it. I'd kiss you, but it's not as fun when it's simply handed to you, is it? I prefer when happy endings are earned, as I'm sure you do too. So, let's have you earn it, shall we? Guards, please escort this weary traveler to the palace infirmary. There was an unfortunate accident that seems to have caused their memory loss and confusion. Don't hold the poor thing down too much. Anyone would be afraid if they didn't know who or where they were. My staff will take very good care of you until you're well, so it's best if you cooperate. With enough rest, I'm sure you'll be well enough for us to have a nice chat over some tea, so we can figure out how you got here in the first place. But even if you don't remember, I'm happy to share my home with you. Just know that I don't take too kindly to having my hospitality taken for granted. As long as you cooperate with me, I'll be more than happy to show you everything my kingdom has to offer.